Hi guys, welcome to the new video for week 3. I'm making it a little bit in advance so that if you are wanting to get ahead, you have it ready for you. This video is going to go over what's going to happen in week 3, but before that I want to share a song with you that I just found.
We can't make any promises now, but you can make me a dream. I bought the side we like, phone lights when I stand in the back. Come here, meet me in the back. Dark jeans and Nikes, look at you. Oh damn, never seen that good. Just think of the fun things we could do. 'Cause I like you. This ain't for the best. My reputation's never been worse. So you must like me for.
So that was just a little snippet of a song. I really like the BBC Lounge and all the covers done by lots of different artists. It's really neat to see the creativity kind of spread through different genres of music and different artists that you wouldn't normally see singing certain kinds of songs. So I'm going to share that with you. Let me go back over here to our class. Where are we at? Okay, so week 3, I am just going to go to module 1. And so by the time you start on week 3, you'll have gone through weeks 1 and 2. And week 3 here, you can see, is all about preparing you for your timed writing that will be coming up week 4. So for the timed writing week 4, I'll have made an appointment with the LRC, the beach area, which is the bottom floor in the LRC building where all the computers are. We'll be in one of the pods, and you will be typing up your timed writing, and you will have the entire class time to do it. So it's up to you if you want to type it or if you would like to handwrite it. It totally doesn't matter to me, but I just want you to see what it's going to look like. So in preparation for the timed writing, there are 2 discussions. The first one is preparing for a timed writing. So this is something you may or may not have done before. It's super important when you are getting ready to test or be assessed in any way, is kind of figuring out strategies. So in Google, you're going to ask, how do you prepare for a timed writing or timed writing strategies? And then you're going to cruise around on websites and glean information. You're going to put some notes into your journal, mindfully take notes. So all the stuff that really speaks to you and it will help you specifically. And then you're going to report back to the discussion and tell us 2 things. 1, what do you fear or dislike about taking a timed writing test or a timed writing essay, and why? And then 2, tell us about 1 or 2 things that you learned from Google that might help you with test anxiety and preparation. So, and explain in detail. Remember, one of the rules of writing practice is be specific. Another way of saying specific is use details. And so if you're not sure what that looks like in writing, just remember what you were taught a long time ago, which is drawing on your senses. What you can see, what you can hear, what something sounds like, what something tastes like, what something feels like. So drawing on your senses. And then you're also, as usual, going to read and respond to another classmate. So that is one of the discussions. The next discussion is dealing specifically with the reading that you're going to be responding to for the timed writing. And that is Natalie Goldberg's Wild Mind, specifically her story called Stalker Dreamer. The information from her comes from Carlos Castaneda's ideas. So I have a link here for Toltec Warrior with stalking and dreaming in more of a shamanistic or spiritual way. If you're interested in looking at it, you can check it out. If you want to gather information, if it doesn't interest you, you can just completely ignore it. But what you're going to do here is you're going to, having read Stalker and Dreamer in Natalie Goldberg's book, which is, let me grab mine. It is page 25. And so if you look, you'll see, no, 21, excuse me. So Stalker and Dreamer, it starts off with a story that was told to Natalie by her friend Eddie, and she references John Juan books by Carlos Castaneda. Super iconic piece of literature if you're interested in reading it. But it only goes through page 24. It's only, about 3 pages total. So it's a short little reading, but What you're going to do for this discussion after having read the piece again, so remember rereading is the #1 strategy for comprehension. You're going to reread it. So you want to have read Stalker and Dreamer at least 2 times, preferably 3, so you can kind of let it sink in with you on a deeper level. Remember, you're not just learning how to write well, you're learning how to really embrace the habits of mind that create successful and effective writers and readers, and that's strategies. So here you're going to post a response to Goldberg's story. What are your thoughts about her ideas and the story of Matt and Joey, about how she uses their story to explain the concept of stalker and dreamers? You're going to apply this concept to yourself. In what ways are you a stalker? In what ways are you a dreamer? Are you one or the other or both? So you're kind of connecting to the text on a personal level by just kind of thinking about it and just playing with ideas and seeing where it takes you. Be specific about things you do or habits that you have that classify you as one or the other. I noticed an error. I'm going to edit that shit. So, but really just connecting to the piece in a personal way using specific details. So, what was it? You're not a talker and a dreamer, although you might be a talker, but you're a stalker. What are your thoughts about Goldberg's ideas and story of Matt and Joey? That doesn't even make sense. Using the story of Matt and Joey to explain the concept. Okay. Do you wish you were one or the other? Explain. So maybe you're a dreamer and you wish you were a stalker so you could stay a little bit more focused and organized. Or maybe you're a stalker and you wish you could dream more. I don't know. You're just sharing your own experience. Your post must be at least a paragraph, one thoughtful paragraph. Look at me editing. So smart. And you're going to share, discuss, and work out ideas together. Make sure you respond to someone else. So again, that's what's happening for the second discussion. I'm going to go ahead and save that. But again, this is preparing you so you feel confident with going into the timed writing, which can be a little bit stressful. So you have the reading and writing strategies for timed writing. So, and also other strategies like eating well and getting enough sleep and, de-stressing by meditating or breathing or trying to relax. Remember, whenever you're in a fight or flight mode, that reptile stem is taken over and you're no longer fully conscious in the way that you would be if you were not under duress. And so we're working on that habit as well, as creating more opportunities to be calm. One strategy that I mention all the time, it's posted on my office door, is stop. So S-T-O-P, stop, take a breath, observe how you're feeling. Even just that breath kind of lowers down your blood pressure a little bit, calms you, and then proceed. S-T-O-P, stop, take a breath, observe, proceed. So again, that's what we're working on. If I go back here, back to the module, excuse me. You'll see that's what's happening for week 3 specifically. And there we are. And hopefully you've done your reading response, which will have been due at the start of week 3 or the end of week 2, and that will also prepare you for understanding Natalie Goldberg's mind, the way she thinks, and then hopefully it'll prepare you for your timed writing because you've processed some of her ideas already. But that is what is happening for week 3. Oh, one more thing, almost forgot. Self-evaluation for the first couple weeks of the semester. Here's an opportunity for you to stop and reflect on where you're at, how you're doing, what habits you have that aren't serving you need to be kind of let go of, and then embracing habits that make your life more enjoyable, more joyful. And so whatever that is, you're going to write me a 1-page analysis on your progress in the class so far and post it to the assignment folder. No one else will see it. The purpose is to raise awareness of your goals, actions, to remind yourself that you can change your habits and reflect on your actions for future improvement. And it is about Go Team because you have a whole network of people supporting you that care about your success here. Myself and your peers and probably other people in your life who are holding you accountable and also loving you along the way. And if you don't have those people, I give great hugs. I'm just saying, and so does your neighbor sitting next to you probably. Even people that act like they don't like hugs, once they get one, you can see their whole face soften and their heart opening. So, enough cheesiness. You're going to answer the following questions in your self-analysis. So 1, how is taking this English V01A hybrid online course going for you? What's working well? What obstacles have you encountered? Be specific, give details. How well have you managed your time for school? What schedule have you set for yourself? What distractions, if any, seem to be getting in your way? It's super important. What's distracting you or obscuring your ability to be successful, specifically in this course? What ways can you improve in this area? So remember, you're thinking strategies. Maybe better time management. Maybe, not having such a full workload, letting go of a few hours at work, or, not taking more than 20 units or whatever. Those things. Or maybe just allocating an hour more a day towards your studies. Maybe it's something really practical like that, or 20 minutes more. And then the last one is, what are your goals for this course and how are you reaching them? Be specific and give examples. So if you want a larger vocabulary, then you would read more. You would look at more words and experience more words in sentences so you can understand them. So again, also do along with the discussions for week 3 by September 12th. So that is what is happening. I'm under modules. The first module, week 3, is here. So you can see it. Self-eval is down here. But yeah, that is what is happening. I hope this video helps you. I hope you watch it and it makes sense and it helps motivate you and inspire you and help you to believe in yourself, because I believe in you. You can do it. But it does take your own kind of persistence and your own ability to show up and just try it and see where it takes you, overcoming fears and embracing how awesome you are. Have a great week.